Hello everyone. So this video is actually going to be a little bit different. I just like getting into specific situations, all right? So this one is going to be for a very, probably a small group of you. It's for those who know that they have a divine soulmate or counterpart. You have met this person, but you have never been in a full-blown romantic relationship with this person. And the reason why I want to make this video is because I actually get a lot of personal reading requests for these types of situations. Like they're more common than you'd think. So it doesn't have to be twin flames. Like, I don't know, I can't know if you're twin flames or not. But just if you feel strongly that there's a divine soulmate type of connection here with this person, typically you have met this person, okay, and you have felt this energy, but there were just so many blocks there that you never had, you know, that blissful time period that most twin flames or a lot of divine soulmate relationships seem to have. Right before the separation. It's almost as if you've always been in separation because it just never, it never blossomed. It never had that romantic part to it. Okay, so let's see what's going on. All right, so we're gonna see. Actually, mostly, obviously, if you're watching this, you're probably the feminine counterpart. So I mean, it could be vice versa though. So however it resonates with you. So let's see. So I will be saying, you know, that we're looking into what the divine masculines are doing or up to, but it could be the other way around. All right, so let's see. What is this person currently dealing with? What is going on with them concerning this situation? All right, and we have the flame tree, the start of something new. So I feel like they're just entering a new phase in their lives. We will see what that is about, but definitely something new. So do keep in mind, I mean, I'm not saying that everybody in the world who feels like, you know, they're soulmates or divine soulmates with somebody that, you know, that hasn't been in a romantic relationship with them, that they all really are divine soulmates. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm sure there are people that are, you know, just become obsessed with other people, and it's just that. So you just have to kind of make that discernment for yourself and how much you really believe that that this connection really is, you know, something more, just more divine, all right, and more significant. So we also got higher power, and I'm actually going to pull a couple more, but what I'm getting with this right away is that this person is being guided, all right? This person is being guided by a higher power to enter this new phase. Let's see what else. And you might even be aware of this new phase, all right, because you might be in contact with this person, you might not be in contact with this person, you might follow this person on social media, you might have, okay, cards are going crazy, you might have certain friends that are mutual, and you might be finding out information about this person, but definitely something new is going on with this person that is divinely guided, okay? So it could be just that they're becoming more having a new perception of things. Having a new perception of things, and what I'm getting with this is pretty much taking off a mask. Like if they have been in denial about this connection, if this is what has held you guys apart, I feel like that is changing because they're being guided to see this, to see the truth of this. So actually I'm just going to get one or two more, and then we'll get into the tarot. So let's see. Storm warning. All right, let me just get one more. love. All right, so I feel like the message here is that, yeah, something new is starting out for them, guided, right, by the divine. It's like they're tapping into their intuition and following this, and this is what's getting them to like take off this mask and have this new perception of what is true. But this is going to ultimately lead to some sort of a, I'm getting like a tower moment. Okay, like we would say with the tarot. It's going to be some sort of an upheaval for them. It's not going to be easy for them to deal with this new perception that they're going to have. And this is just confirmation that it is going to be about this love connection that never got to play out. And it's about them realizing that this is unrequited love, like it was never able to take form. And I feel like this is just, it's going to start to bother them. Okay, it's going to start to bother them. So this could be that they have, I mean, most people that send me requests for personal readings, their counterpart is involved with a karmic partner. So it could be that there is a karmic partner involved, and that's likely why your relationship with this person never progressed. But it could be for other reasons as well. So I do want to look into, though, if this person has a karmic partner, what's going on there. If your counterpart does not have a karmic partner, you can just skip through this, just fast forward, and yeah, and then continue on from there to see what their energy is towards you. So let's see. What is this person's current energy towards their karmic partner? And you know what, the karmic partner, it doesn't necessarily, in this case, have to be a romantic partner. It could be that there's just a karmic platonic relationship. Okay, it could be a mother, it could be, you know, another relative, it could be anybody really, or anything that kept this relationship from progressing. Let's see. All right, we have Justice in reverse. So they feel like being where they are right now with this person is the wrong decision. All right, they feel like it's not fair. It's not the right thing right now. And we also have the Star in reverse. So yeah, so they feel a lack of balance there. They feel like it's not right. Something just feels off to them. But again, they're not feeling very hopeful about this relationship. But at the same time, I feel like they're just not feeling very hopeful in general. So let's see. We are going to clarify some of these things, but let's just see a little bit more. What's going on in their heads? What are they thinking concerning this other person? All right, Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's no potential for love here, or whatever potential there was is just not there. It's something that can't grow in their heads. This is how they're thinking. Three of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Okay, wow. See, all of these cards are reversed. So concerning this other person, they're thinking, yeah, okay, there's no potential for whatever this relationship is to grow. The emotions just aren't there. And with this Three of Cups in reverse, I also feel like, yeah, if it's a romantic relationship, they feel like they don't want a third party situation. They don't want to have to deal with that scenario at all, and with the drama, right, that would potentially cause for them in their life. And with the Sun in reverse, it's just, there's just no happiness here. And that's also another thing I'm getting with this Three of Cups in reverse, is just that there's no happiness in this relationship that they're in, and there's just no, like there's no celebrating it, no celebrating this relationship. All right. As if that wasn't clear enough, let's just see what's going on in their hearts. How are they truly feeling? Because this is what they're thinking, but that's pretty much what they're feeling too. Yeah, the Devil. Okay. So they do feel like this relationship is toxic, and they're also attached to it. Something is holding them there, that's making it hard for them to let go. Yeah, so actually I don't need to clarify anything. It's very straightforward, but let's just see what their intentions are for this person. What are they intending? So the fact that they realize, though, right, that this isn't what's making them happy, that's a good thing. All right, we have the Two of Wands. So they're contemplating. All right, they're thinking about. It's almost as if they're thinking about what to think about, if that makes any sense. It's like they're thinking about how can they come up with a plan to do something about this, because that Devil energy, that's eating away at them. What is this Two of Wands about? All right, the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, they're thinking about how they could actually put up this fight, right, with the Seven of Wands here. How could they put up this fight and defend themselves against having to move away from this person? How can they become more independent? Because they do feel attached with this Nine of Pentacles here in reverse. It's like they don't feel like, either they don't feel like they could be independent of this person, like they couldn't, like they feel like either financially or just practically that they just can't stand on their own 2 feet, or that they don't have what it takes to separate themselves from this person. But they are thinking about how can they go about it. They are thinking about this. And it's in their intentions, right, to stand up for themselves and for what they truly believe. And why? Because they have this perception. But this is the storm warning, right? This is the storm that's coming up. It's for them to actually be able to defend themselves. Okay, so let's see. What actions are they likely to take towards this person in the near future? And for this reading, the near future is probably going to be maybe like, a couple months, because I don't do these readings very frequently. If you guys do like it though, let me know. Give me some thumbs up, some likes, leave me a comment, and I will keep doing them in the future. All right, so let's see. What actions are they likely to take towards this person in the next couple months or so? Okay, I guess Spirit has a very specific card that wants to come out. Let's see. There we go. Knight of Pentacles. The Magician. Okay, that's good. Anything else? All right, and the Page of Wands. All right, so within the next couple of months, this person is, like I said, strategizing, right? Planning, okay, with this Two of Wands here in their intentions. And then we also have it playing out here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. It's a little bit slow moving, but that's okay. It's because they're planning it out. They need to make a strategy. And because, For them, it's a little bit harder, I think, than in other situations where the romantic relationship has played out, because in the cases where there has been a full-blown romantic relationship with the third party, they have that extra drive, they have that extra motivation, because they know what's waiting for them on the other side. But in this case, you know, if you haven't had a full-blown romantic relationship, this person, right, they're not even sure, you know, what's going on with you. They're not even sure if, you know, they might feel that connection, right? But that's not going to be enough for them to destroy something that they've had, maybe, you know, for some of them possibly years. So it's a little bit harder for them, and this is why it's just taking a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, because they're not doing this, you know, necessarily for the other person, to be with the other person. In some cases they might, and then in other cases they're not. So it's taking a little bit longer. But we also have the Magician here, right? Which means they are doing something. They are beginning to bring their ideas and their new perceptions, right? Their new realizations here into reality. They're beginning to manifest what they have in their minds. And what we see here, what they have in their minds, is this energy that where they are right now is not balanced. They don't like it there. There's no hope, right? And they're feeling this double energy there. And it could be manipulation as well, right? That they're feeling from this other person. And then with this Page of Wands here, I feel like they're going to start communicating this. This is what this slow action and this slow manifestation is. It's the first step will be to communicate to this person how they truly feel and what they're desiring and what they're not desiring. So yeah, that's about that. I just want to get one oracle card here. Okay, so we have all tied up, but it's in reverse. So this is actually good. This means that yes, okay, they have been tied up with this person, but they are now beginning to release this. All right, at least mentally, they are now able to see that they can come out of this. And this is, I like the fact that this came up, because I think something similar came up in the other reading that I did that was, you know, for just in general, right, for divine masculines in karmic relationships. And let's just see what's coming up here concerning their actions and future energy with this other person. All right, and we got two cards, both in reverse. Woman holding a heart, and door to personal healing and happiness, also in reverse. So I just see this as them really not being able to accept whatever offer this other person has been making to them, okay, concerning love. They're just not able to take that. It's like they're closing the door to that, and with this card here in reverse, I see them as closing the door to trying to achieve personal healing and happiness within this relationship. It's just not going to work, and they know this. Okay, so this is for the cases where there is a karmic partner. I'm going to actually clear these cards, and let's see how this person is moving or feeling towards you. So I'm just going to give a quick shuffle. All right, let's see. So how are these masculines feeling, thinking? What is their energy towards the viewer? Okay, so we have Page of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting that for most of you, there's not much communication. Or if there is communication, it's limited, or they're not really expressing their true feelings of passion for you. Yeah, and the High Priestess. So in most cases, it's going to be no communication, okay? Either that or just really holding back feelings. Like if you have communication, it's very superficial or just on the surface. Just a lot of holding back anything that has to do with emotions or personal feelings. All right, so in their headspace, we have the Nine of Swords. So what else? So they're definitely thinking about you. They're feeling very restless, agitated, and the Devil. So we have the Devil for you too, but this isn't in their feelings, this is in their headspace. So what I'm getting with this, together with the Nine of Swords, is that they're having a hard time getting you out of their head. It's almost like an obsession, just an attachment. And again, the Three of Cups in reverse. Can't be a coincidence. So they're just feeling like they just don't. Okay, so in the cases if this person has a karmic partner, they just don't want to do the third party situation thing. And that doesn't mean that they haven't had other partners. Okay, they could easily have been unfaithful to this other person in the past with other people, but the difference there is that it was just purely sexual. All right, and in this case, if they're feeling like, you know, they're feeling emotions, right? And just a lot of mental energy, like they can't stop thinking about you, that's scaring them, right? Because the Devil also talks about fear. That's scaring them because then it's going to be like living a parallel, you know, life, or living, you know, a double life. And that would be like having, you know, another romantic relationship. And they just don't want to do that. They don't want to enter that, is what I'm getting. Okay, so if they don't have a karmic partner, then this is just them really not, I don't know what the reason could be, right? That you guys have not come into a full-blown relationship, but it could be them being in denial. But here what I'm getting in that case is they're just not entertaining that idea. Right now, they feel like they just wouldn't be able to you know what, I'm going to clarify that for those cases, because I don't know what I'm trying to say. Something wanted to come through, but I don't know what that was. So we will clarify, but let me just get a couple cards for their feelings and we will get back to that. So let's see, how are they feeling about their feminine counterpart? Okay, so we have the Hermit and the Lovers in reverse. So what I'm getting with this is really that they're feeling like they want to hold back from making a decision on this love relationship for now. They're feeling like at the moment they just need to go inwards and just kind of process, right, this new perception that they're having. I feel like there's just still a sense of newness to all of this, to this new clarity that they're getting, and that it's kind of freaking them out. It's kind of freaking them out, and so that's why they're being the Hermit. That's why they're holding back. And it could be that maybe you guys were in contact until recently, and maybe this person withdrew just recently. And it's like they're just kind of, they're trying to get you out of their heads, but they can't. And so therefore they're just like, okay, let me just take a step back and just not make a decision is what I'm getting here. But we are going to clarify, and we're actually going to clarify right now. So the first thing I wanted to clarify is this Three of Cups in reverse. For those who were not in karmic relationships, because if they are in a karmic relationship, then it's pretty clear. It's what I said before. But for those who are not involved in karmic relationships here, why is this Three of Cups in reverse for this person? Okay, those did not need to fly out. That's a lot, but we'll take them. Okay, so Temperance in reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. All right, I see what it is. Okay, makes sense now. They're afraid, okay, if they don't have another karmic partner, and this could even apply to those who do, okay? But basically it's that they're really scared of getting hurt. It's like, I feel like they've been hurt in the past, especially with this Five of Swords here in reverse. There has been a situation in which they have been deceived, that they just weren't able to get over. They've been hurt in the past, and this it's as if it has thrown them like off balance, like they just can't seem to bring themselves back into balance from whatever this was. And it's not necessarily from if they have a karmic partner, it's not necessarily from this karmic partner. I have a feeling that it's from way before. Okay, and then for those who don't have a karmic partner, it's just somebody from their past that has hurt them, and they're afraid of this. And this is why they feel like they just wouldn't be able to enjoy or be happy, right, being with you. And especially if they feel like the connection is so strong, then that scares them even more, because then they know that they can get even more hurt. And this is why, and also with this Hermit and this Lovers in reverse, I'm also getting that it's them being in a little bit of denial, like holding back their feelings. Let's get one oracle card just to get an overall feel for their energy towards you. Any messages I want to come through for this person's current energy. Alright, and we have Door to Spirit in reverse. So yeah, right now, so their perception is changing, like I said, right? They are being guided, but it's kind of like they're resisting it, okay? They're not going to really succeed. It's just that they're resisting it a little bit for the time being, just currently. And this is exactly what I'm saying here, for them being a little bit in denial about how they're feeling. It's this, okay? It's this Door to Spirit in reverse. They're like trying to block it out, but it's not gonna work, trust me. It's just not, because this higher power here, right, is going to be stronger than their resistance, because it always is. It always is, and their perception is changing regardless, and that's why the storm is gonna come. So that storm is gonna be a good thing. All right, so let's see. What they're likely, what's likely to change in the near future? Okay, where are they headed in the near future concerning their energy towards you? All right, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Cups. The Queen of Swords. That's enough. All right, so within the next couple of months or so, this person, I feel like they're, I feel like they're letting their ego keep them back a little bit. Yeah, so whatever was going on here, I feel like this pain has caused them to build up this ego in it, which is causing them to be in denial. But at the same time, they just can't move on from you. All right, they're not going to be able to move on from you. Like you're still going to be in their heads, and this is ultimately what's going to lead them to this Ace of Cups and Queen of Swords, to have clarity and to see the truth about the potential of this connection, right? Which is here, which is what we were seeing here with this perception, right? Perception of this unrequited love, that it's a love that needed to play out and it just didn't, or it just hasn't yet. So yeah, so a little bit of a struggle to begin with, but it's leading to clarity for them, okay? Clarity of perception for this possibility, for this Ace of Cups, okay, with you. It might just take them a little bit of time. It might just take them a little bit of time. But so this is for the next couple months, we said, right? 2 or 3 months. All right, let's see if they're going to take any action. So, any likely actions within the next couple months towards their divine feminines. Going to take any actions at all. I mean, I don't really see them taking much action. I see it more of them having clarity, but you know, you never know. Let's see. Actions. Okay, see, so we have Judgment and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So with Judgment here, again, it's making discernment, it's having clarity, it's seeing the situation for what it is, and also really seeing themselves, right? And figuring out within themselves what it is that they truly want, seeing the truth of the situation. And this is not just the truth about, you know, a karmic situation, it's the truth about you, right? About their divine counterpart. And with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, their action is just pretty much coming out of this victim mentality, because they are in a victim type of a mentality, right? Just with the fact that here, you know, they have felt this pain and they're letting that affect them, being in denial about this connection, and kind of trying to push it out of their minds, like, you know, no, it's scary, whatever. That's being like a victim, and it's in reverse. They're going to be coming out of that. So it might not be action, but that's definitely very, very significant and very important. Okay, so let's see. So I do want to keep this short. So we're actually going to take a look into any messages for the divine feminines that this is resonating with. Okay, any messages? So actually, I mean, this Judgment, I feel like this Judgment card is actually the storm warning, because that's not going to be easy for them. Okay, we have all that glitters. So this talks about wearing masks, and it can also talk about deception, in the sense that somebody is wearing a false mask, right? In this situation, somebody isn't showing their true self. So this is just confirmation that this person, right, they might not be showing you how they're truly feeling, but it's all just a masquerade, right? It's just, they're just playing. They're just playing that role, all right? It's not true. Let's see what else. Truth be told, the truth will come out. See, they're wearing a mask, and they're going to see the truth. They are going to see the truth, okay? So, let's see, anything else? Any advice advice for these divine feminines in this type of difficult situation? Because this situation is very difficult. I mean, I can only imagine. So we have happy family, and because this is advice, it doesn't matter if it's in reverse or not, okay? Because this is the deck that I do read reversals from, but just not when it's advice. Because it doesn't matter, it would be the same thing. So what I'm getting with this for advice is to really just to focus on your happiness, okay? On having your happy family, and whether that is, even if that's just you and your cat, for example, you know, to kind of find fulfillment with what you do have as a family right now. What do you consider to be your family? If it's just you, then you know what, you are your family. If it's you and your angels, your spirit guides, whatever that might be, we are going to get one more, because I do feel like one more wants to come out from this deck. Okay, this card went flying. We have action, and there was one more. Here it is, Angel of Strength. All right, so the message here is that if some of you have just been kind of, we have action, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I said them, action and Angel of Strength. So if some of you have just kind of been dwelling in this situation, the message is no, take action over your life. Find your strength. Okay, like don't let this overpower you, you know. I know it's hard. But Spirit is saying you do have the strength to get through this, okay? You do have the strength to get through this. Start taking some kind of an action, because maybe you've just been stagnant yourself, right? And if you're stagnant, you know, there's oftentimes going to be that mirroring effect with your divine counterpart. So take action for your own life to create this happy family for yourself, and find your courage, find your strength, because you are strong enough to do this and to get through this. All right, so we're going to get one final message from these divine masculines to their divine feminines. So what do the masculines want these divine feminines to know? This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so this is just them telling you that yes, I am the one. So if this reading was resonating for you, this person is the one, okay? And that potential, that possibility is definitely there. Okay, just focus on creating and taking action for your own life right now, and finding your strength to get through this, and everything is going to eventually fall into place. It's just taking them some time, but you know, just remember, they're wearing a mask. The truth will come out, and they do have this higher power, right, that's guiding them, and they are getting that assistance. All right, so that's what I have for you guys in this type of a situation. I hope you found it insightful or helpful. Please do let me know, and yeah, much love to you guys.